YouTube. Today we're reacting to Kai Cenat's celebrity guests were ungrateful. I still haven't watched any of Kai Cenat's subathon, but I heard he did hit 1 million. So I also heard that a lot of celebrities he brought on were just promoting like anything that they're working on, and it was more artificial interactions and not genuine, and people weren't rocking with that. But we're gonna get into the video and see what's going on.
What's popping, y'all? Ray J has been on one the past couple of weeks. I mean, if you just take a look at the interview or the podcast that he did on No Jumper recently, and he's all over the place. And with Ray J, you never really know if he's doing this intentionally and he's acting, or if it's a real side of him, or whatever the case may be. But he has been a recurring guest who showed up multiple times to Kai Cenat's stream for his Mafiathon 3.
Did any of you guys watch the Kai Cenat subathon, bro? And if so, what was Ray J? Did you fuck with any of the guests that he brought on, or did you just want more of an authentic desktop type of thing where Kai Cenat's like chilling with his viewers? You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, when I watch a streamer, I'm rocking with the desktop jump more than I am with the IRL or all that guest stuff.
In Kai Cenat's Mafiathon 3, he's trying to get to 1 million subscribers in a month, which is a tall order because Twitch, I believe, has 2 million daily active users. So to get half of those in subs, and of course they wouldn't be unique people because there are people gifting subscriptions, but I wonder what happens when you gift more subscriptions than there are people in the chat. Do they just start throwing them at followers? Because Kai has a couple million followers on Twitch. With all that being said, during the Mafiathon, there have been tons and tons and tons of celebrities that show up. Mariah Carey, I think there's been a mix, this is what I believe to be the case. There's been a mix of celebrities that were paid to be there. There's no way I believe that All American Rejects just showed up to Kai Cenat's stream and just set up the whole band. They got all the people there and they're just playing. There's no way. No way on God's green earth. But for people like Mariah Carey, when she showed up with a huge backdrop, I felt like this was a little bit tone deaf, but it is what it is. A huge and other people didn't feel the same way. A huge backdrop,
bro. A huge backdrop, and then a bunch of niggas just looking at it, bro. This is
her album and talking about her album and bringing it back to her album, which is like Read the Room. Like the only song that people are listening to, not the only.
Is all I want for Christmas is you, bro. Pack it up, Mariah Carey. Bro. Let's be honest, bro. Are any of you guys will listen to Mariah Carey any other time than when November, December pulls up? Probably not, bro. When have you ever heard a Mariah Carey album? Never. Now, y'all can shoot me in the comments if I'm speaking bull malarkey, but me, I've never heard a person or a nigga say, yo, put on that Mariah Carey, bro. Come on. Alright, time out. If you're liking what you're seeing, do me a favor, tap that like button. And this channel is not like school. There's no teachers here, so you do need to leave a sub. I'll give you a minute. Hey, okay. Appreciate that. Let's get back to the video.
But the kids watching that, they really know you from their moms and their dads. So you're like way old generation. But Ray J decided to call this out. And I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Yeah, the homie out here working hard doing 30-day subs. He got like people like Kim and Mariah and them coming on. These give this nothing. He trying to get to 1 million subs, Kim. Mariah, John Legend, all y'all. When Lemmy came from Zeus, him with the baddies, they probably give like 30 bands. I gifted like 15,000 that night. That's because we happy to be on the platform and we supporting him. Just like he's supporting y'all. Where y'all gifts at? He's trying to get to 1 million. All y'all should gift the homie at least 50,000.
Should gift him at least. Now here's the thing. I feel like Kai Cenat's at a point in his career where it's like being on his platform is low-key more visibility and notoriety. Like you should be more thankful of being on his platform than you being on his platform. Hold on, did I say that right? Yes, I did. But at the same time, it could have been a mutual thing. Mariah Carey is definitely more popular than Kai Cenat, realistically. Let's be honest, bro. She has an infinite money glitch, bro. If I wish I was in her position, bro, because anytime, again, November, December comes around, bro, the paycheck just starts hitting, but she probably gets a smooth couple million. She doesn't need to release music ever again at that point. But It could be a mutual thing. I mean, gifting Kai Cenat 50,000 to be on a stream, that's a pretty that's 50 bands, my nigga. Come on, bro. That's kind of crazy.
50,000 subs makes sense, right? But
50,000 subs. Nigga, that's like 250
to 100. Let me see what y'all do, cause I'm starting to feel like y'all using, and while y'all building y'all promoting y'all platforms and y'all albums, and it's working for y'all, what y'all do for the homies?
That's real.
Ray J does have a point here, because a lot of people have thrown criticism at Kai Cenat, which we may get into in another video, calling his subathon a begathon. Although the point of a subathon is to incentivize people to gift subscriptions. Now, some people believe that it's enough of an incentive for the timer. So if people really like the content and they're not subbing up, or if people really like the content, then they will sub, or some people will donate subscriptions to extend the timer. But if they're not really messing with it, then the timer is going to run out. Kai Cenat, he's opted for a couple of different updates to the subathon rules, which we'll cover in another video. But I think Ray J is right when it comes to Kai, but I think Ray J has always been ahead. So for instance, Ray J, you know how many Raycon ads we saw before we even knew Raycon was Ray J? And that's
wait, Raycon is Ray J? That's me finding out just now, bro. I didn't even know nigga was tapped in like that, bro. Got his own headphone business and shit.
Somebody who a lot of other companies followed his lead with that. So after Raycon was one of the early ones. Of course, there was Raid Shadow Legends, like they were on one. I don't know if Raid Shadow Legends was before Raycon, but they were in the same era, and those guys were pioneers when it came to sponsorships on YouTube, mainly YouTube. I think they've expanded elsewhere now, but Ray J, they were throwing a bag at that, and he was ahead.
Raid Shadow Legends, bro. Anytime you're watching one of your favorite YouTubers, it could be in the gaming niche, it could be in a tech niche, it could be making stickman videos, bro. And all you're gonna hear is, oh yeah, and this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow. Like, brother, I'm not going to pick up that game and ever touch it, but I hope you know that, unless they sponsor me.
And he knew that, oh, this is going to be the important avenue for marketing for this product, or advertising for this product that I have to sell. He didn't try to get a bunch of celebrities to wear Raycon. He didn't try to compete with Beats. He said, no, we're going to get these YouTubers to do it. And it worked out for him fantastically. And then now, of course, he's following somewhat in the footsteps of Zeus TV, the network, where you pay like a couple of bucks a month. And it came to streaming as well. He was one of the early adopters of streaming. That's a huge celebrity, or had his time as a huge celebrity, and he adopted Kai Cenat, and he showed up to Kai Cenat and he gifted him. And this is like a courtesy type of thing. So I have to give credit where credit is due for Ray J, because not only does he tap in with a new medium, but he taps in and he dives into the culture and he understands the way it works. So with Twitch, a lot of the time, it started off more communal. So it was small communities and everyone kind of knew everybody. And streamers, they would host, when their stream was over, they would host another streamer. So think about it, like, let's say you're watching me stream, and then I end my stream, and then I send all of my viewers to somebody else. And that's like seen as not a token of friendship, but it's like, okay, I mess with this person or whatever they've got going on.
Yeah, it's not like a raid.
People, and that person is receiving a bunch of viewers. So it develops this, it's kind of like not a tit for tat, but a reciprocity that is happening. Same thing with gifted subscribers. So DDG, when he was doing his hit.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, the way like gifted subscribers works is weird, because there was one time I literally hopped on Twitch, and the only like streamers I really watched, because before, like, I was really on Twitch, the top streamers I was actually rocking with, this might sound crazy, but Neon was low-key one of my favorite streamers back in, like, I don't know, it was like 3-4 years ago, you know, when he was first on his come up, and he was with that one girl, I forgot her name, but that's because everybody was watching Aiden Ross during those times. I Show Speed. I was also tapped in with them heavy. Right now, the only Twitch streamer I really watch is like T Banks, but I don't even watch live streams no more. Like, I mostly just watch like the videos that they post on YouTube, or I just see some clips. But yeah, back to my story. I just like hop on Twitch one day and I get a random sub for some random streamer that I've never heard of, and this says someone gifted the sub. I wasn't even following the streamer at all, and it was just like, damn, my nigga, like, what? So that goes to say, like, the million subs that Kai Cenat has. My nigga, I could probably open my phone right now and I might have a get this up.
Subathon, which was when he was making an album and doing his own subathon earlier this year, that really helped propel him to the next level, and he's just been carrying the momentum ever since with Streamer University, etc. Kai Cenat was gifting him subs. His friends in the streaming world were gifting him subs to show love, to show support, but also to extend the timer. And like when one person starts gifting, other people are incentivized to gift too. So Ray J, and DDG also gifted some subs to Kai when Kai Cenat was doing his Mafia-thon. Even some of Aiden Ross's friends gifted some subs. Like Cuffham, for instance, he gifted some subs to Kai Cenat. And I know they're not like on the greatest of terms now. So Ray J, he's not looking at it as a short-term relationship where, oh, I just show up and I'm going to make a splash and that's where I'm going to get all the promotion. Things don't really work like that anymore. Promotion is more prolonged and it consists of developing a relationship with that person. Like, for example, Iggy Azalea.
That's facts. That's why, like, things like when people be like, yo, can I get a shout out? Can I get a shout out? Or when someone shouts someone out or like tries to put someone on, you cannot be put on, bro. Nowadays, you actually have to make yourself like known. You have to make a name for yourself. The more people start seeing you, the more people are gonna recognize you and they're gonna get used to you. But if someone shouts, like, bro, say someone says, oh yeah, shout out this guy, you're gonna go on their page and you're gonna start following them and catching up with them just because someone else told you to? No, you're not. You're gonna be like, oh, that's cool, he asked for a shout out, yeah, shout out that guy, and you're just gonna continue on, move on with your day. So yeah, if you think with like that type of thing, you gotta like keep pushing in their face, bro. And that's why a lot of people like do the TikTok clips and stuff like that, because you keep seeing even small bits of them. You're gonna be like, oh, I know this person, and then you're gonna get more acquainted to them, and it's gonna be like, okay, you know what, maybe I should catch up with them.
And Neon. Iggy Azalea has been spending a lot of time with Neon, and she has her own thing going on. It's not really music anymore. She's more of a personality and promoting a lot of crypto stuff. But Iggy Azalea showed up the first time, just like any other celeb, and then what happens? She shows up again, and she's tapped in with Neon, and she's treating him really well. And over time, Neon's audience becomes really fond of Iggy, and they accept her. Similar thing happened with DDG and Aiden Ross, because when you're getting such a high frequency of guests, it's not enough time to make an impact. Ray J, him showing up, him giving a funny performance, him donating subs, Kai Cenat's gonna remember that, and he's gonna say, man, I appreciate this guy did what no other celebrity did. And I don't think Ray J got paid to be there like some of the other performers and things of that nature, because, you know, clips are happening every
Ray J is playing chess right now. This is not checkers. Brett is trying to put himself in a position where, okay, short term, I might not see as much success, but in the long term, I'll come into fruition. It's smart.
Single day. And Ray J is right to call these people out, because this is a monumental accomplishment, especially for some of these people that Ray J calls out that claim to care about not social issues, but uplifting someone in the streaming world that comes from the background that Kai Cenat comes from.
Yo, this nigga shit is so overgrown. Thank God he's cutting out. Yo, have you guys seen like the clips of, or the pictures of that people are trying to show of what Kai would look like without his locks? People are saying he's gonna look like Diddy, and I'm not gonna lie, I see it, bro. When Kai cuts off his locks, bro, I'm waiting for the Diddy jokes to come in, because that nigga dead look like him.
Which is not necessarily hip-hop, as said by himself, but in the Bronx, why wouldn't they donate subs to help him hit his goal, which is LeBron James cutting his hair? I mean, the guy's struggling to get there, and he's doing the most, and these people are benefiting from that appearance that they had, although I don't really think it's too much of a benefit, to be fair, because so many guests are coming in, but that's neither here nor there. But if he offered you his platform, what is it to just gift a couple of subs? Now, I think these people don't even know how to, I don't even think they know how to log on to Twitch, a lot of these people, especially like a Mariah Carey, for instance, or other older figures, but I think they can. I think they can figure it out. I think somebody that also does a good job of this is Will Smith. Like when Will Smith wanted to get into the YouTube game, he did kind of like Ray J. He linked up with a bunch of these people, and Will Smith was at his peak at that time. And now whenever Will Smith needs something with content creation,
But if I was Chris Rock, I would have smacked the shit out of Will Smith, bro. Real talk, bro. You think I'd ever let a grown man hit me with one of those with getting away with it? But I would have got the mic and went boom. Whole arena would have heard it. Would have been sent a shockwave.
or whatever, they help him out. Although Will Smith hasn't fully dove into streaming, and I don't see that being something he gets into, because like, being an actor and being a streamer are two completely different things. Actor can transition to YouTube, but streaming it's taxing. It takes a certain type of personality, and Ray J, who has experience with reality TV, I think this is just a place for him to shine as well, and he's been consistent in the streaming too. So it's not just Ray J showing up at appearances like an Offset, for instance, who's also cool with Cenat, but Ray J is doing his own streams, and I like the fact that he's calling these people out. I think it's just a normal gesture. If Kai invites you, you get the promo off of it, you should just want him to win and throw him some subs. But let me know what you guys
that's
think
real.
in the comments.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, people don't gotta bring. It's more of a nice gesture thing. Like, they're not inclined to give no cheese, but at the same time, Brett's giving you a platform. The best, the nice thing you could do is to give back. Like, why are you just gonna keep taking? Hate a nigga that always take and never give. I want to know what you guys think about the situation. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, post notifications, binge watch the rest of my videos. I'm out.